Welcome to the online classes of Deepal School Josipur. I am Maleshar, your history teacher. Today we are going to read about Standard 6th History and Civics. In the previous classes, we studied about prehistory, history, Stone Age, Bronze Age, the Iron Age, civilizations, and what are the features of civilizations. And today we are going to read about the reasons for civilizations to emerge along rivers. Why all these civilizations were developed only near the rivers? Why these civilizations emerged on the banks of the rivers, various rivers? Now let us see. Come to page 11. Now see, there are four main reasons for which the civilizations were emerged only along the rivers. Now see, 4 points are there. Abundant water supply, enough water supply. So why do we need enough water? As we know, for all of us in our daily life, we need water for bathing, brushing, washing our dresses, cleaning utensils, and irrigation to our agricultural fields, all these things. So during that period, the only source of water were rivers. That is why from rivers they got enough amount of water. That was the first reason. Second is fertile river banks for crop cultivation. Fertile river banks, we know every year the rivers get flooded once in the monsoon season. So what happens during the period when rivers got flooded? What happens now? You see, water, the flooded water brings the fertile soil or silt, you can say silt, silt, from the upper areas of the river, and this silt is deposited on both sides of the river. When the flood is over, only fertile soil remains on both sides of the river, and that particular fertile soil is very good for crop cultivation. And when these people of the old civilizations, they understood about the use of fertile river, they chose only rivers, to live near rivers, to settle the civilizations near the rivers. Okay, next, rivers were means of transport for people and goods. At that time there were no vehicles. That is why for transport the rivers were the only source that helped them to move from one place to another, for public transport as well as the goods, to sell or to buy goods from various places. They used the rivers as the mode of transport. Next, sources. What are the sources that gives us, you can say, proofs or information about that Mesopotamian civilization? You see, main is archaeological sources. One thing is archaeology. What are archaeological sources? Archaeological sources means the sources which are discovered by archaeologists by excavation. Some of the things were ziggurat at Ur city. One city was there in Mesopotamian civilization, that was Ur city, and in the Ur city one ziggurat was also made. What is ziggurat we will study in the next class. Today you just know that ziggurat was also discovered by the archaeologists. Seals were discovered. Literary books, one book, that was Epic of Gilgamesh, this book. So these are the three things from which we get archaeological we get information about the Mesopotamian civilization. Next one is another thing, you see, that is also a source. Scribes of Mesopotamia that recorded daily events about trade, astronomy, literature. Okay, so scribes, what are scribes? At that time, you see, people used to write on clay tablets, as at that time there were no such use of paper or any palm leaf were there. So uh, they used to write on clay tablets. Clay tablets means raw clay. On the raw clay they used to write with some reeds or sticks. After that, when the writing was completed, they used to dry them in the sun. When these clay tablets are dried in the sun, whatever was written on them got fixed forever. So in this way those tablets were also found by the archaeologists, discovered by the archaeologists. And what information were written in them about trade, with what are the countries with which the Mesopotamian civilization had their trade relationship, about astronomy. Astronomy means study of the universe, different heavenly bodies, literature, different literary books. All these things were also there. So these are also sources about the Mesopotamian civilization. So now see Mesopotamian civilization. Let us see what is the meaning of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia means in Greek, the meaning is the land between two rivers. Two rivers. What are the two rivers near which the Mesopotamian civilization was developed? These two rivers are Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, so two rivers, one is Tigris, another is Euphrates. So what was the time period when the Mesopotamian civilization flourished? It flourished between 3500 BCE to 600 BCE. BCE means before Christian era. Okay, before Christian era. So before the birth of Jesus Christ, before 3500 years of the birth of Jesus Christ to 600 years before the birth of Christ. This is the time when this Mesopotamian civilization was developed or established in the banks of river Tigris and Euphrates. Now you see, so you see, just see the map. This is the map of the Mesopotamian civilization. Okay, this much area, that green, this green color area is, and the southern part of this area is known as Sumer. The southern part of this area is called Sumer. Another one, Akkad and Babylon. Two more civilizations, Akkad and Babylon. These were also north to Sumer. The Assyria was the uplands in the north. Assyria, the northern part of this civilization was known as Assyria. Okay. So among all these places, you just see places of Akkad, Babylon, Assyria, Sumer. The Sumerian civilization was the earliest among all these four civilizations. Okay. So Akkad, Sumer, Babylon, Assyria, four civilizations were joined together to form the big Mesopotamian civilizations. And among these four civilizations, the earliest civilization to emerge was the Sumerian civilization. The first people, those who established the civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, was in the place of Sumer. Okay, here Sumer, you see Sumer. So we can say that Mesopotamian civilization is not only one civilization, it is a combination of three empires, that is Sumerian Empire, Babylonian Empire, Assyrian Empire. And total these three civilizations joined together to form Mesopotamian civilization. So as the information is given in our book. You see, first Sumerian civilization was established there, but it was overpowered by the Babylonians first, and the Babylonians were again overpowered by the Assyrians. Okay, so in this way, the last civilization in the Mesopotamian civilization was Assyrian civilization. But as we read before, this all these three civilizations joined together to form Mesopotamian civilization. This Mesopotamian civilization is known as the cradle of civilization. Why? Because of this reason. Because all these three civilizations overpowered each other, and that is why this Mesopotamian civilization is also known as the cradle of civilization. Okay, this much for today. Thank you.